Okay, today we're going to learn how to do a 1/2 inch tent retouch. So what I've done here is just laid out my tools, my supplies. As you can see, I have a tent brush, I have a tail comb if I need it, and I have my gloves, and we will be using cholesterol as the substitute product for hair color. So here's the mannequin. So a 1/2 inch tent retouch, you will have to also demonstrate this for state board exam. But my purpose today is to introduce you to how to do it first. It's a retouch. It means that we're only going to do the hair that grew out maybe in a month's time. It's that new hair. It could be black, it could be brown, and it could be like non-pigmented white hair. So it's that little bit of regrowth, and we're going to do a 1/2 inch, pretend it's a 1/2 inch, and we're only going to retouch the new growth, not the previously colored hair, because you will dry it, okay? So what we're going to do is the back of the mannequin, if your chest is facing it, we are going to do the right back first. So how do we do it? So first, let's get back to our supplies and see what we need to use. First of all, you need to put your gloves on. So this is one of the skills that you'll have to also demonstrate. It happens right after foiling, but first I want you to practice how to do it. And then as we move along, you will be graded. I changed my mind. I'm not going to grade this because I want you to practice on the head. So we're going to start in the back. If it was real and this person needed a hair color, we're going to start in the back because sometimes the hair is more resistant. Okay, so I have my product here. And here's this right here. Let's turn it. You might not see my face, but I want you to see the mannequin. So we're going to learn how to do this technique, this retouch tent application. When we label our product for state board, we are going to put either color/tint. Color is more like general term. So I just want you to familiarize you with like these habits that I want you to get into. So I want you to really, you should really put tint, but I have color/tint. This way, tint is a one-step application of hair color. So we're going to take the mannequin, turn it, and first we are going to do the outline. It's the perimeter of this panel, and it says only a 1/2 inch. So you don't want to like spread it too far into the other hair. 1/2 inch. Sometimes people today people are not going to the salon as frequently. So when they come in and they need color, my brother Tino has said, oh my God, it's like they have 5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to turn my mannequin. And what you're going to do is right over here, you're going to touch the perimeter. Please try not to spread it. Don't overlap. See, when the hair is wet, it works out better when we do this. So right in here, just place it. And if it looks like you've done too much, you just clean it with a towel, okay? So I'm going to turn the mannequin again. So what I've done is outline, just place and dab. Place and dab like that. Place it like that. Place it. Okay? So I'm outlining my perimeter right here. And this is the section or the quarter that you need to perform the state board tent retouch. It is only a 1/2 inch. So watch. Watch how I do it. This way. So I'm going to come here. Let me bend the mannequin so you can see it. Here we go. So I am going to take my sub-partings. They're not going to go on an angle or diagonal. I'm going to take them straight across. Lift it. Right? Skinny. See how skinny it is? And I want you to think a quarter. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to come here. Now, I also need to do the top of the strand, a 1/2 inch. Remember, body heat makes the color move. So what I want you to do is learn this word. Maybe you've learned it from Miss Paganelli. I want you to bend it or bump it. See how it stands up? And that's going to demonstrate a higher level of performance. Take your brush first, put it on top of the strand. Only a 1/2 inch tint retouch. There you go. Now I want you to bend it. Don't forget to bend and bump it, because it's going to open it up and it's going to show that your performance level is going to be scored at a higher level. Just right there. Don't spread it. Don't bleed it. There we go. Just right to there. Bend. There. We're going to do 1/2 inch all the way down. So in my video, I mean, you know, there are some areas you can fast forward me a bit, but the idea is that you do this as neat as possible. They're looking to see that you are not overlapping the color, that you're not like spreading it way to the previously colored hair, because you're going to dry it. We only want to put the color where the new growth. See, bend it. See how it like kind of bumps out? And please don't go like this. That's too thick. The amount has to be 1/4, very thin. When we have thick hair, we need to take thinner sub-partings, just like hair cutting. If the hair is very, very thin, you don't need to take your sub-partings can be a little thicker. Now, how long do you have to do this? You have 10 minutes. Is this doable? Oh my God, I know you're going to do well here. Some of the skills are a little easier than others. I know that the haircut, that is a challenge, and you should like practice cutting like your family's hair, friends, all right? Hey, everybody's trying to save a little bit of money. You need practice, and they need to save money, so it works out well together. So there we go. Place, fix it there. Just place it just like that, like this, okay? And then right here, State Board examiners, including myself, love to see neat work. Here we go again, right there. Now, we're going to do the 4 quarters. You will start in the back. Then you will move to the left, because here's my right. You're going to move to the left, and you're going to do all these quarters. After you do the back, the two quarters, bend it, and then what you do too, you can do this. This mannequin bends. Why are you there like sometimes we're working against our body posture, ergonomics? You know, we stand up for many hours, and we have to wear comfortable shoes, right? So that we don't have back pain and all that, and that it's a physical job. But it is a rewarding job, and you can make lots of money. It all depends how much you want to expand your education, right? The more you know, the more money you're going to make. You know new things, and you kind of, you have more flair, okay? That's why there are people out there that are charging a lot more money for services, because one, they're offering something that's new, and they're continuing their education all the time. This industry, if you don't, you're going to get stuck only doing the same thing. You're going to get stuck in a time period. Some people don't want to change, but there's a lot of people that come in and they want changes, and you're going to give them your expertise. If you think that something is not safe to do, that you look at the hair, you analyze it, and that they want something that you think would damage their hair, I would not do it. Even if they insist, because you could lose your business and your reputation. So you just tell them, the reason why that I don't suggest this is because your hair is not strong enough and you don't want to have somebody crying in your salon because their hair is falling out in the sink and you were trying to please them, but deep down inside you felt like, you know what, this is not a good idea. Your reputation is very important. So here we are. We continue this right here. Okay, here. So if you take oversized sub-partings, they will document that your partings were too thick. 1/4 is the ideal sub-parting. Again, remember the foiling? Okay, up. You're going to spread it. Not too much. Don't bring it up. A lot of students overlap. Just right there. Place it nicely with a brush. Again. I don't care if this is boring, but if you don't understand the concept, you're not going to get it. Okay, there it is. So what you're going to do, you put product on top of the strand and under. Criteria again. And make sure that if this gets on the face, you need to be attentive to that. You can't get chemicals on the face. You're killing your client. You have to be very neat. And the more you practice, the better you become. And then we work on speed. So this has to be done within 10 minutes. So I wanted to do all of it so you could see. Because you're going to do the same. You're going to outline the 1/4 on the left. See how I place it there? Okay, just right there. Bend it, bump it. And I want you to see how I can pull each strand down. And when the examiner comes, all right, to look at it, they're going to see something a little different than generic. You want to score well? Listen to me. Okay, there it is. Bend it. And then here, please do not overlap too much because body heat. There we go, right there. Take that strand, not too thick. Now, grab the product. There it goes. Watch. Right here it is. Place it right there, 1/2 inch. There it is. Lift it, and 1/2 inch right there. Bring every sub-parting down. That's why I said to you. And if you see like it needs a little something, go back there because they're going to look to see if you did even coverage, if you overlapped, if you oversized your sub-partings. Bring all this down. See, the mastery work is students that kind of follow this. So they're going to look to see. So then you would come here, right, to this side, and you would do the outline first. You're going to come here, right there. There it is. Place, press there. And then you're going to come right here. And you're going to outline that. So what we're doing is practicing how to do a 1/2 inch tent retouch. This will warm you up for State Board exam number 9 skill called 1/2 inch tent retouch. So then you would start right at the top. Make sure that your sub-partings are 1 inch thick. I'm sorry, 1/4. Not 1 inch. We don't want to do 1 inch. So here we go. Make sure you do the top of the strand and the under part. Okay, now bend it. Take another one. And then what we're going to do is work around the clock. We're going to do the top, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Your subpartings are 1/4, and the amount of hair that you are retouching is 1/2 inch, not 1 inch, half. On the top, place, and in here. It's not a lot. So what you do is bend it, and it's going to stand up. So then what we're going to do is repeat this. Then we're going to come here. So I'm going to stop this for a sec.